Hey, if you could stand right there. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to week number 7 of high school football. Here tonight on Big Time Sports, we have an outstanding IVC South matchup here at the Hut in Janaden-Hutton. It's the Garaway Pirates at 5-1 against the Indian Valley Braves, a perfect 5-0 here in this matchup tonight. I'm Dave Sheets, along with analyst Greg Williams, our statistician Bob Allfalder, and we welcome you in to the Right Mark Roofing pregame show. Greg, it's another beautiful fall evening, a great setting here at Indian Valley. And let's take a look, first of all, at the visiting Pirates from Garaway. They are led by veteran Jason Wallach, their head coach now in his 25th season.
So the game of the year so far in the IVC South. Last year, this game was a thrilling 40-35 victory for Indian Valley on the hill in Sugar Creek. Garaway is coming in with a 5-1 record this year, and they're hungry for this rematch with Indian Valley. They're going to ride the right arm of sophomore quarterback Grady Miller, who has completed 73% of his passes so far this year for over 1,000 yards. Garaway has a slew of talented receivers and a big back in Matthew Fry. And Garaway's going to have to move those sticks and control that clock if they're going to stay in this football game.
Garaway comes in averaging 35.5 points per game, giving up a little more than 17 on defense. Meanwhile, we know about the Indian Valley Braves. They are the defending Division IV state champions after winning their first state title a year ago.
Yeah, what else can you say about the 2024 Division IV state champions? They've picked up right where they left off. Of course, they are led by All-Ohio and Mr. Football candidate Grady Kinsey. Last year, Kinsey rushed for over 3,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. It's unbelievable. This year, he has over 1,000 yards rushing and 15 touchdowns, but only in part-time duty because he's only been playing maybe a half of most of the games so far this year. If you haven't seen him play, sit back and enjoy. His partner in crime, junior quarterback Riker Williams, who threw for over 1,000 yards last year and ran for over 1,000 yards and accounted for 25 touchdowns. So far this year, he has about 600 total yards, again in part-time duty. But I think tonight it's the improved Brave defense that will be on display. Are we going to see another classic tonight?
Let's hope so. Matt Lancaster is the head coach of Indian Valley in his 19th year. We continue with the Right Mark Roofing pregame report. Let's take a look now at tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center.
Well, I think for Garaway, Indian Valley is averaging over 40 points for the last year and a half. They're going to have to control the clock. They're going to have to pick up some first downs with Matthew Fry running the football and control the clock with some short passing game and just continue to move the clock and get first downs. For Indian Valley, they haven't played a 4-quarter game since week 1 against Green. So we look forward to a 4-quarter game, and they're going to have to play all 4 quarters tonight in order to get this victory over Garaway.
And there are your keys to the game, brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. That's going to do it for the Right Mark Roofing pregame show. When we come back, it's the Mount Hope Fence kickoff. It's Indian Valley against Garaway tonight on Big Time Sports. Welcome back to the Hut in Janaden-Hutton. It's Garaway and Indian Valley tonight on Big Time Sports, week number 7. Glad you're with us here tonight. Garaway 5-1, Indian Valley 5-0. The Braves did have a cancellation. I believe that was week 3.
Yes, I believe it was week 3.
From a West Virginia school.
A team that Garaway actually played week 2, I believe.
Great crowd on hand here tonight. The Braves already on the field. Here come the visiting Garaway Pirates. The Pirates won the toss, and they wanted the football. So they'll be on offense when we get started.
It was actually week 4 was the cancellation for Indian Valley. Garaway played them week 3. So Indian Valley with one fewer game so far this year.
Last year, this game at Garaway was contested well into the fourth quarter. Indian Valley came away with a 40-35 victory. You remember that one?
Yeah, it was a great game. I did the game with Troy Richardson that night, and it was an instant classic. I tell you, Garaway held the lead at halftime. They had their chances towards the end. It was back and forth, back and forth. Grady Kinsey had a huge night. So hopefully we'll get another one of those here tonight.
While we have a moment, let's talk about the playoffs as these teams enter tonight's play. Garaway in Division 6 Region 21 currently sitting in 7th place, and Indian Valley in 8th place in Division 4 Region 15. Again, the top 12 teams in each region advance.
Which is a change from last year, the last few years actually, where 16 teams in each region advance. So this is a critical game for both teams, and a lot of playoff points are on the line here tonight.
And you remember Garaway competing in Division 5 last year, and now this year in Division 6.
That's right, yep, and Indian Valley still in Division 4 as they were last year.
Looks like number 2, Matthew Fry, back deep for Garaway. And it's number 1, Colt James, to kick off for the Braves. That's going to skip towards the end zone, and that will be a touchback as Fry carefully had his eye on that one as it went to the pylon area there.
Braves get the first break of the night here as that ball just went inside of the end zone for a touchback, and Garaway will start with the ball at their own 20-yard line to start the night off.
Tonight's opening kickoff brought to you by Mount Hope Fence. Thanks to Mount Hope Fence, we'll take a look at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency starting lineups after this first play for the Pirates from the 20. It's Fry straight ahead. Fry breaks a tackle. He's got the first down and more out across the 30-yard line. A gain of 12 on first down. The Pirates offensively, the line, it's Owens, Keller, Speed, Westfall, and King. Coomerly, Gerber, Miller, and Yoder, the wideouts. Fry, the running back, and Grady Miller, the quarterback. We'll check that Indian Valley defense after this play. 1st and 10 at the 32. Pass out in the flat and off the mark. Miller's pass intended for Trey Miller, incomplete. And Indian Valley on defense. Across the front, Williams, O'Connor, Wilson, and Peterman. The linebackers are O'Connor, Kinsey, and Burrier. The corners, Hostetler and Vosick. And the safeties, St. Clair and Piscine. Again, brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. 2nd and 10 at the 32. Direct snap. Trying to find some running room, and nothing there. Grady Miller on the keep.
3rd down and 10.
And no running room for Miller.
So far tonight, Garaway on 1st and 10, the first play, they got 10 yards, and that's what we said in the pregame. They're going to have to move the chains and control the clock. They're facing an early 3rd and 10.
Miller to throw, guns it over the middle, it's caught and then broken up. Micah Yoder made the catch, but then he was separated from the football by safety Reese St. Clair. How about this play?
Check out Riker Williams down here at the left defensive end. Look at that inside move he makes. And I'll tell you what, Grady Miller took a big hit there. He threw a nice ball, but Reese St. Clair with the big hit, breaking up the pass.
It's 4th down and 10. Dropping back is Reese St. Clair into punt. Getting it away is Thomas Grimm. Kicking it away from St. Clair. Bounces inside the 35, down near the 31. So Garaway gets a first down, but then they're forced to punt. And now it'll be the Braves on offense for the first time.
Most likely we're going to see Grady Kinsey here right out of the gates.
Offensively across the front, it's O'Connor, Peterman, Neff, Haney, and Wilson. The wideouts are James, Hostetler, and Pacine. The fullback is Barr. The running back is Kinsey, and the quarterback, number 8, Riker Williams. This offense comes in averaging over 43 points per game. They've not really been tested yet this year. Direct snap, Kinsey. Sweeping left, Kinsey turns the corner. He is gone down the sideline with no flags. That is a 69-yard touchdown run for Grady Kinsey. This is going to be a Domino's big play replay.
This is the power play. You see right guard Coy Haney pulling around, leading up for Grady Kinsey, who was the quarterback on that play. Fullback Bradley Barr got a nice block, and Grady Kinsey, it's unbelievable. Last week, 4 carries, 4 touchdowns. Tonight, 1 carry, 1 touchdown. It's unbelievable.
16 touchdowns now on the year. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good by James. Before that run, Kinsey came in averaging over 13.5 yards per carry. And tonight, it's already 1 for 69 yards.
I guess that average went up a little bit.
Let's take a look at the Garaway defense while we have a moment. Again, brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Across that defensive front, it's King, Akers, Keller. The linebackers are Gordon, Doan, Miller, and Grimm. The corners, Yoder and Raber. And the safeties, Reifenschneider and Jimenez.
Looking at that touchdown play again. You know, Garaway's defense did a nice job of bottling that play up. They had 3 or 4 guys right at the point of attack, but Grady Kinsey was able to bounce it to the sidelines, and he just showed off that speed, and down the sideline he went for about 70 yards almost.
And apparently we had a penalty. Didn't see that.
It was a late penalty. It was a personal foul against Garaway. So look for Indian Valley to maybe kick an onside kick here. The ball's already on the 45-yard line. So this is a time that a lot of coaches say, we might as well onside kick it because if they cover it up, they're going to get the ball at the 30 anyway. We might as well take a shot. Or James might just kick it out of the back of the end zone.
Ball is at the Garaway 45 after the 15-yard penalty. And Fry picks it up inside the 5. Pretty good return already. 20, 25. And still fighting for yardage and knocked down near the 25. A nice aggressive return fielding that kick.
Yeah, we were impressed with Matthew Fry earlier in the year. We had a Garaway's game versus Norwayne, which was another fantastic game over at Sugar Creek. And we were impressed with Matthew Fry's speed. He's a big back, 200 pounds. So, he ran the ball the first play of the game for Garaway, picked up 10 yards. We'll see if they go back to Fry here.
Well, let's see now how the Pirates respond. Fry has an opening. Fry in the open. Midfield. Still on his feet. And finally pushed out of bounds by the corner Carson Hostetler, but not before Matthew Fry rips off a long run.
So they do go back to Fry on this series. This is you see the left guard pulls around, and this is a lot Matthew Fry. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, turns on the jets, and down the sideline he goes. And he's not going to go down with just a push or an arm tackle.
Miller fakes to Fry, throws right side, catch is made, breaks a tackle and shoved out. On the receiving end, that was Trey Miller. And a flag comes in late after the play was over, right along that Indian Valley bench.
Looks like it might go against Indian Valley.
That was no gain on that pass play. That is going to be a 15-yarder, unsportsmanlike on the Braves. Ball will be set down near the 14. Garaway goes empty backfield. Trips to the far side. And Miller to throw. Looking, throws, end zone, ball in the air. Man there, caught, touchdown, Garaway. Jackson Gerber with his 5th touchdown catch of the year. And touchdown toss number 12 for Grady Miller of Garaway. Another Domino's big play replay, Greg.
What a poised play by the sophomore quarterback. This was the middle receiver running a wheel route. The outside receivers ran in, and number 11, Jackson Garber, kind of ran a wheel route out to the back corner of the end zone, and the sophomore quarterback, Grady Miller, put it right on the money.
Garaway having some issues with their extra point team. They're down a player. Here he comes.
We've had some really high-scoring games this year, Dave. 14 points in 2 minutes, so.
This is number 12, Thomas Grimm, on to attempt the extra point. On the year, he is 22 of 28 so far. Kick up, and it is no good. He pushes it to the left. So exactly 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Our score, Indian Valley 7, Garaway 6 on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Direct Action Company is proud to be a Big Time Sports Game Day sponsor. DAC continues to support the athletic programs at Garaway High School. Best of luck to the Pirates from the Direct Action Company. Also, want to thank our good friends at Hear Inc. If you're having trouble hearing or you can't quite get the whole conversation, then get your appointment with Hear Inc. Dr. Justin Garian will take care of your hearing needs. Call Hear Inc. 234-347-0155. Well, this game has certainly started off with a bang, partner.
It sure has. Last week we had Steubenville coming to Dover, and 97 total points were scored in that game. Let's see if we can break that here tonight, I guess.
Wow.
We're on pace so far with 13 points being scored in 2 minutes. So
Grimm is set to kick off. Looks like Bosick and Hostetler deep back for the Braves. End over end kick fielded there by Vosick. Over the shoulder grab. Look out, he's got some running room, and he's out across the 30-yard line. Good field position for Indian Valley on first down.
First and 10 for the Braves.
Well, we'll see if somebody is going to tackle Grady Kinsey. He hasn't been tackled in a game in a few weeks.
So in his last 5 carries, 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns and probably about 270 yards worth of those touchdowns.
Video game numbers, my friend. There's Williams, the quarterback, with Kinsey on his right hip. First and 10 at the 31. Williams, right side pass, caught. 30, 31, steps out of a tackle and then is swarmed under. That was Carson Hostetler on the reception. And great defense by Garaway. A gain of a yard, maybe 2.
That was great defense by Garaway out on the perimeter. Carson Hostetler is a fantastic track athlete, heck of an athlete. So Indian Valley went end over. They had their tight end to the right. They had trips to the right. It sounded like from the press box, Garaway wanted to call a timeout, but they got the play off, and the same formation other side.
Second down and 8. This is going to be Williams. Riker Williams has a little bit of running room, and he pushes out to the 39. It looks like the Braves will be faced with a 3rd and 2.
Mentioned this last week with the formations that Steubenville ran. Indian Valley coming out with multiple sets as well. This is it's the same play they run over and over. The backside guard is pulling and leading through the hole for the running back, which this time happened to be quarterback Riker Williams, and Indian Valley set up with a 3rd and 2.
Want to thank Dennison Yards, our sponsor all season long of our replays. Williams right side, He is cut down. And he is going to get maybe a yard to the 40. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Great play inside by Garaway. Colson Keller, number 68. A whole host of other Pirate defenders. Indian Valley's going to go for it here.
One thing I've noticed, Indian Valley in 5 games has punted 1 time. 4th and 1. Quickly up to the line. The give, Kinsey. And Kinsey has the first down. Leaning forward, picked up a couple, and it's enough for a Braves first down.
So 2 things Indian Valley will do. First of all, they had like a sugar huddle. They sprinted up to the line of scrimmage real fast. Then they sneak Grady Kinsey in at the fullback position instead of the tailback position. Give it to him for a quick dive in the 1st and 10.
Ball at the 43. First down, Braves. High snap, Kinsey. Straight ahead, Kinsey spins and falls forward into Garaway territory at the 49. That's a gain of about 8 yards.
Well, Kinsey's been tackled twice now tonight, so
that's different.
That's a win in itself right there. He's got 81 yards on 4 carries now, 27-yard average.
2nd and 2 at the Pirates 49. Toss out, Kinsey. Kinsey hurdles a would-be tackler or 2. It's enough for a first down to the 44-yard line.
Coach Wallach saw something up there at the top of the screen. He's jumping up and down. He saw something up there. I couldn't see it.
Really upset about something.
Indian Valley went with a tight bunch look that time, drawing all the defenders in towards the football, and then they tried to pitch outside of all of that. Another first down for Indian Valley.
First down, Braves at the Garaway 44. First quarter, 6.5 minutes to go. Dave Sheets, Greg Williams, and statistician Bob Allfalder with you. We've got a timeout taken by Indian Valley. We'll step aside as well. 6:31 to go, first quarter. Indian Valley 7, Garaway 6. We are back, and you are looking inside the Braves huddle there with quarterback Riker Williams checking his wristband. 1st and 10 coming up. Interesting point for a timeout here, huh? Any thoughts as to what?
Well, I think you know we're going to see a steady diet of Mr. Kinsey here, but 1st and 10 from this part of the field. This is a prime time for Indian Valley to run play action pass. Usually they can sneak a receiver wide open, so we'll see what they do here. Riker Williams, I believe I saw in the stats, has completed 14 passes, 7 of them for touchdowns.
Williams in the backfield with Kinsey. Twins to the far side. Now they shift over, and it's Williams, and Riker Williams carries for about 5 yards, close to the 39.
Tackling efforts led by number 22, Wyatt Gordon.
Williams came into tonight's action with 217 yards rushing. That's 8 yards per carry, 4 rushing touchdowns.
Following Indian Valley all the way to the state title last year, in the title game they ran, I believe it was 60 offensive plays. Williams and Kinsey touched the ball 59 of those 60 times.
Again, the sugar huddle, and they'll hand it off. Kinsey, fullback, straight ahead, knocked down, but there's a flag, and we're going to get a 5-yard penalty against the Braves.
Braves tried that sugar huddle again, where they sprint to the line of scrimmage real fast, try to catch the defense off guard, and not everybody was set. They were still getting down their stance. Center snapped the ball. That's a false start, 5-yard penalty.
That moves it back to the 44, where it will be 2nd down and 10. Clock resumes. First quarter, here on Big Time Sports. Williams looks, throws, caught, 40, and down near the 37. Rowan Pacine with just his second catch of the year. That is going to be a pickup of 8 on second down. 3rd and 2 coming up.
2nd and 10. Riker Williams is going to roll out to his left. Grady Kinsey, the lead blocker. Pacine just runs a few yards, turns around. He's wide open. Riker Williams gets him the ball, and Pacine picks up 8 yards.
Ball just shy of the Garaway 36. 3rd and 2. Give to Kinsey. In the backfield, stacked up and knocked backwards. And look at the front of that Pirates defense come up big. Here's another Mount Hope Fence defensive replay.
Left guard Coy Haney is pulling to the right. Lead blocker is Bradley Barr. But the Garaway defense had that play read. They got downhill. Linebackers, defensive line stood their ground, bringing up a big 4th down.
4th and 3 at the 37 of Garaway. Pass over the head of the intended receiver. Colt James was the receiving target. Williams just too much on the throw, and the Pirates take over on downs.
Williams had his man over, just overthrew him by a couple of yards. A rare stop versus the Indian Valley offense. Great job there by the Garaway defense.
And the Pirate fans on the far side erupting there, cheering on their defense. Here is the offense now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. 4.5 to go here in this first quarter. Fry straight ahead, keeps his feet moving, and finally knocked down at the 40. There's a flag, and it looks like it's going to go against Garaway.
Yeah, Garaway had a guy move before the ball was snapped. No, sideline warning.
Oh.
I thought we had an illegal motion, but we did not.
Sideline warning against Indian Valley.
By the way, that crowd you mentioned, I haven't seen a line that long, an hour and 15 minutes before the game. I don't think ever at a high school game. Huge crowd here tonight.
2nd and 7 after that Fry 3-yard run. Straight ahead, Grady Miller with a short gain, only about a yard. They'll mark it at the 41, so Garaway will be facing a 3rd and 6.
Garaway running a read play there. You saw sophomore quarterback Grady Miller riding his tailback. Matthew Fry pulled it at the last second. Indian Valley defense not fooled.
Grady Miller came in with 110 yards rushing on the season, 1 rushing TD. From the 41, empty backfield. Miller chased, gets away, in trouble, and finally sacked back inside the 30-yard line. Brogan O'Connor, the 5'10 senior defensive lineman, gets credit for the sack, and it's 4th and long for Garaway. Another Mount Hope defensive replay.
Indian Valley rushing only 3 players. It was 52 Titan Peterman with the initial hit on Grady Miller, and then 55 Brogan O'Connor cleaning things up. So Garaway now looking at 4th and 20, and they're going to punt.
Thomas Grimm to punt for Garaway, back at his 15. Back to receive. Number 27, Reese St. Clair for the Braves.
Looks like a delay of game.
You got it, partner. That'll cost Garaway 5 yards.
After those initial 2 big plays there, and 2 quick touchdowns, the defenses have taken over here a little bit.
Settle down. Good snap. No pressure. Grimm gets it away. Pretty good kick. Checks up near the 45 and bounces back. toward midfield, and Indian Valley's going to get great field position out near the 48, maybe the 49.
You usually don't see the punts come backwards like that. They usually roll the other way about 15 yards.
Want to thank one of our great sponsors, Miller Clothing and Shoes. From suits to work boots, you got to try Miller Clothing and Shoes. Marty Miller will make you the best dressed man in town. Miller Clothing and Shoes in downtown New Philadelphia. At the 49, 1st and 10. Toss, Kinsey. Kinsey midfield. Kinsey still loose. And all the way down near the 42-yard line, close to a first down.
That's just an extension of the running game. Check out number 1, Colt James at the bottom of the screen if we can pick it up. He comes inside and throws right there.
Yeah.
Throws a great block. Kinsey catches the ball with a little flare pass, picks up about 9.5 yards.
Ball is at, or just shy of the 42. 2nd down, a long yard. Williams, right side, opening, and Riker Williams gets the first down near the 35 of Garaway.
1st and 10 for the Braves.
Thomas Grimm tripped Riker Williams up at the last second, or Riker would be in the end zone. Nice play by Grimm there. Indian Valley again going end over, trying to outflank the Garaway defense, giving them some different looks here on offense.
Clock running, about a minute and a half to go in this opening quarter. Indian Valley with a 1-point lead. The difference, a missed extra point by Garaway. Toss out to Kinsey. He's got a head of steam. Look at him turn the corner. Breaking tackles, and he's down near the 15 before going out of bounds. And the Braves are knocking on the door again as you watch the replay.
Just a simple little play. Grady Kinsey just comes in motion out here to the left. He had trip receivers out here blocking for him. Kinsey takes the easy catch and does what he does best.
They've run that play about 4 or 5 times already.
It's a couple different looks, a couple different things they're doing up front. That time the left guard actually pulled to his right.
Williams straight ahead, and Riker Williams picks up a couple. About 2 to the 13.
Tackled by number 68, Colson Keller. 2nd down and 8.
Defensive end Colson Keller on the stop that time for the Pirates.
Yeah, Garaway's defense at times are doing a real nice job of stopping this Indian Valley running attack. Indian Valley's had to come up with some different things here to get Grady Kinsey the ball.
Under a minute to go in this opening quarter, 2nd and 8. Toss, Kinsey. Sweeping left, 10, 5, touchdown, Grady Kinsey. There is a flag on the play back near the 15.
Yeah, 55 for Indian Valley was holding.
Take it off the scoreboard.
Brogan O'Connor, he had a couple of fistfuls of jersey. That one wasn't.
You're not allowed to do that, are you?
No, that was an easy one to see. I could see it from up here, so it was right out in the open for the officials to see. So it was a good call by the officials.
So the ball after the penalty is marked at the Garaway 23. 2nd down and 18. Kinsey, middle, Kinsey open, breaks a tackle, Kinsey touchdown. He gets those legs moving, gets that momentum going, and he's like a bullet train.
And he's so low to the ground. You'll see the right guard and right tackle pulling left. Boom, there's the kick out block. Tackle 75. That is Brogan Wilson leading up through the hole. Grady Kinsey breaking a couple of tackles, and into the end zone he goes again.
Extra point try up, and it is good by Colt James.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
Just 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Indian Valley increases their lead to 14-6. I want to thank one of our newest sponsors, Hot Shots Pickleball Club, located on Promway Avenue Northwest in North Canton. For our folks in T County, just a quick drive north up on 77 to North Canton. Be their guest, experience Hot Shots Pickleball Club with no commitment. Be their guest and play today. Try their menu, bar, and taps too. They have an outstanding restaurant and bar with good vibes, great food, and a tap wall with your favorites on draft. No need to be a member to enjoy their elevated food and sophisticated social scene. It's all part of Hot Shots Pickleball Club, 6320 Cromway Avenue Northwest in North Canton.
First quarter so far, Dave, Grady Kinsey, 6 carries, 108 yards and 2 touchdowns. Thanks to Bobby Offolder, our statistician.
Braves ready to kick it away. Fry is back deep for Garaway. Two Grady Kinsey rushing touchdowns has Indian Valley on top. Final moments of the first quarter. Fry inside his own 15, goes left side. 25, 30, head of steam, out across the 40, and a good return by Matthew Fry of the Pirates.
That's the second nice return tonight so far for Matthew Fry. He gets that ball in that kickoff return. He knows what to do with it. Straight ahead, 100 miles an hour. Up over the 40-yard line he goes, in good field position to start for Garaway.
Pirates trail 14-6. There's a good look at sophomore quarterback Grady Miller. He's coming into tonight's play. He has completed over 73% of his passes. Over 1,000 yards, 11 TDs, just 1 INT. Miller going to keep. He's got a little bit of running room, and he works hard. He takes it out to the 48.
Second down and 4.
Garaway going with the quarterback draw there with the quarterback Miller. Nice pick up there. He broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, picked up about 6. That'll probably take us to the end of the first quarter.
Yep, Pirates are going to the sideline to meet with their head coach Jason Wallach, and that is the end of the first quarter. On the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard, Indian Valley 14, Garaway 6. We're back with second quarter action after this timeout. We are back at the Hut here in Ganadin, and it's Indian Valley on top, 14-6, start of the second quarter on Big Time Sports. Dave Sheets, my partner Greg Williams, our statistician Bob Alfalder here tonight. Third down, make it second down and 4. Look at this formation.
Yeah, this is new.
And 1 yard gain.
Third down.
Just a variation of the diesel package. Garaway going under center and diving it with the fullback for just a gain of 1. We'll see if they stick with the diesel package here. Looks like they are.
I thought they might go with some kind of trickery there.
Yeah, it looked like maybe the quarterback was going to pull it out and do something with it, but it's just a fullback dive. So now they're in their usual diesel package.
3rd and 3 at the 49. And a whistle. Flag comes in. I think there was maybe a delay of game. Oh, no, we've got movement on Garaway.
Yep, interior of the Garaway offensive line. Somebody flinched in there.
Now, Greg, that last formation helped me because I used to call that a stacked eye. You're calling it a diesel?
That's what Garaway calls
Garaway
it.
calls
Garaway calls it the
it's
diesel.
still a stacked eye?
It's still the stacked
All
eye
right.
to everybody else. So
okay.
when you're out at Garaway and they get in the diesel package, you hear they play it over the loudspeaker, the diesel music and sounds and everything else. So
and other people maybe call it a heavy, right?
Call it whatever you want.
All right. 3rd and 8 after the penalty from the 44. Miller throws. Oh, dropped. Trey Miller on the other end. He had it. He looked upfield. You could see it. Took his eyes off it momentarily.
He was wide open. Was probably going to have a big play there. Grady Miller put it right in the numbers. Nice quick pass. Got it there before got it out of his hand before the pass rush got to him, but just couldn't come up with the catch.
Well, we have two teams here tonight that are not used to punting very often.
That's for sure.
And we've seen quite a few already here in this first half. Thomas Grimm to punt for Garaway. Reese St. Clair back deep for Indian Valley. And we've got movement, I believe, on Garaway.
Garaway was running a shift punt.
Offside, they called.
Trying to run a little trick play there out of their punt formation, try to get Indian Valley to jump off sides.
Grimm to kick inside his own 30 now after the penalty. Grimm averaging almost 41 yards a kick coming into tonight's play. And gets a great bounce on this one. Look at this roll inside the 5 and down near the 2.
Thomas Grimm's punt is down at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly will help the defense.
That is a great punt there by Thomas Grimm, about 60 yards. Great job by the Pirate punt team, sprinting down the field and down in that ball about the 2-yard line.
I want to take a minute and just acknowledge the weather again tonight. I mean, this fall has been unreal for Ohio,
this
right?
is 7 out of 7, right?
Yep.
7 straight Fridays. Unbelievable.
Beautiful weather.
We haven't had rain. We haven't had wind. We haven't had heat. We haven't had cold yet. It's perfect. Who says Ohio weather isn't very good?
I don't know what we're in store for, but I'll take this any day of the week. From the 2, and a flag flies. And I think that Garaway jumped off.
That's going to give Indian Valley's offense a little breathing room.
Never hurts. Puts the ball out just shy of the 7. Yeah, we've had just a beautiful September now moving into the first week of October. Just wonderful. Kinsey bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers and then is swarmed under after a gain of close to 4 just across the 10.
There's some hitting going on out there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can find out who stuck Kinsey on that one. Looked like a big pile of people. Somebody got a real nice hit on Grady Kinsey.
Was it linebacker Wyatt Miller, maybe, 66?
I think it might have been.
2nd down on a yard. Williams looks. He'll throw. James has it. Spun around. 1st down and more. James out near the 23-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for Indian Valley.
Tackled by number 12, Thomas Grimm.
Indian Valley's thrown several of these nice, easy little passes. This time, Riker Williams rolled out to his right, and it was Colt James this time. Just kind of ran about 3 or 4 yards, stopped, turned around. Riker Williams got him the ball, and Colt James broke a couple of tackles and picked up a 1st and 10.
Colt James came in with 5 catches for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quickly up to the line. The toss now to Kinsey, left side. Kinsey with a head of steam. And Kinsey carries out to the 28. That's going to be about 6 yards. See where they set it down.
Tackled by number 10, Jalen Jimenez.
Getting back to that little pass by Riker Williams, if they can get any kind of a passing game going, a decent passing game, think how hard they are going to be to stop if they can get that accomplished.
2nd down and a long 4 from the 28. Fake to Kinsey. Williams looking, throws. It is caught by James. Breaks a tackle, and James across the 40, another Braves 1st down. Nice grab by James, good throw by Williams.
Precisely the point I was making here in the Dennison Yard replay. This is a counter boot. They fake it to Kinsey. Colt James this time ran a deeper route, ran a comeback route to the sidelines. Riker Williams put it up. Colt James has a long wingspan, so he got it up there high enough where James could reach up and snag it.
First and 10 at the 43 to give to Kinsey. Kinsey, look out. He's got a blocker and more. Down the sideline. Makes one man miss. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle and into the end zone. Oh, he is something else. And he had some blocking downfield. Give credit to his teammates. What a run.
Here we go again. They sneak him in at the fullback spot. Gets a good lead block from Bradley Barr right there, number 18. Rowan Pacine, number 10.
Yep.
And a little cutback right here. Back to the inside. Runs through another tackle. Off into the end zone he goes.
Dominoes. Big play, replay. 3 rushing touchdowns. Extra point try is blocked.
The PAT is blocked.
So our score remains
Garaway 6.
Indian Valley 20 and Garaway 6. 8:27 to go here in the first half. Want to thank Belden Brick. The management and employees of Belden Brick are big fans of Pirate Athletics and are proud supporters of the Big Time Sports TV game. Belden Brick says, "Go Pirates." And now it's time for tonight's Cheer Cam, brought to you by Simpson Heating and Cooling. Indian Valley Braves cheerleaders celebrating another Grady Kinsey touchdown. Thanks to Simpson Heating and Cooling with tonight's Cheer Cam here at the Hut. Garaway Pirates cheerleaders across the way. They're enjoying the music before another kickoff. How about Grady Kinsey tonight?
Yeah, I was just about ready to say, thanks to statistician Bobby Offholder, 9 attempts, 174 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We played just over a quarter.
Wow.
Against a very good Garaway Pirate defense.
James to kick it away. Puts it on the ground and falling on it for Garaway.
Is recovered by number 3, Braylon Books.
Braylon Books,
First and 10
junior,
for the Pirates.
covers that up. And the Pirates now down 14. Will start first and 10.
Norwayne kicked the ball off just like that. And Garaway had some trouble recovering those types of kicks against Norwayne. So maybe Indian Valley saw that on film. I'm not sure, but nice job by Books covering up that ball there for Garaway.
First down and 10. Looks like the ball is at the 26. Empty backfield for sophomore quarterback Grady Miller of the Pirates. Bubble screen, catch is made.
Grady Miller's pass is caught by number 23,
Micah Yoder with the reception. He's their leading receiver this
Tackle
year,
by
Greg. He
12,
came in
Caden
with
Briggs.
24 catches, 458 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
That game we had against Norwayne earlier this season, Micah Yoder had over 200 yards receiving. He had a great game against Norwayne. Number 12, Caden Riggs for Indian Valley, snuffed out that screen pass there to Yoder and kept it to a minimal gain.
Looked like left tackle Bronson Owens, number 60, is being helped off the field. That's a big loss. 6'2", 280 left tackle.
Yeah, Garaway has a couple of injuries on that offensive line coming into this game.
Hopefully he'll be able to return. That was a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now for the Pirates from the 27. Give to Fry. Fry straight ahead. Fry cut down as he gets close to the 31. Helped up by St. Clair of Indian Valley.
62.
It looked like St. Clair came from his outside linebacker position. Got Fry down around the legs.
Play clock down to 15. 3rd and 5 call. Pirates at their own 31.
Big play coming up for the Pirate offense.
Play clock at 4. Miller, ball in the air, intercepted. But there's 2 flags down. St. Clair with the pick, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 25. But I think you're going to get a defensive pass interference here.
2 officials saw it. I don't think the corner for Indian Valley needed to do that. I think that ball was going to be picked off either way, but Garaway is going to catch a break here, and I think
Yoder was the receiver.
Yep.
So that'll be 15 yards marked off against the Braves. A little more than 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, it's the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show. We will recap the first half. We'll have all the first half numbers for you as well. Preview the second half of action here tonight.
Indian Valley sideline didn't like that pass interference call, but I think it probably looked like the right call from up here.
So a new set of downs, 1st and 10. Garaway at their own 46. They need to respond. Get back in this one. Give to Fry. Fry running room. Low center of gravity for Matthew Fry as well. He's a junior. Pretty good carry out to the 46 now on the Indian Valley side of the field.
This was one of our keys to the game for Garaway. They're running the football here with Matthew Fry. We talked about they needed to get first downs and control the clock, and that's exactly what they're doing here in this series. Nice pickup on first down for Matthew Fry.
And a lot of options here on 2nd and 2. Rolling right is Miller. Ball in the air. Man wide open. That's Garber. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Garaway.
Number 11, Jackson Garber, is complete into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
Jackson Garber with the touchdown catch. Another Domino's big play replay.
Great play design here by Garaway. The outside receiver was running a screen. The defensive back for Indian Valley came up to make the tackle on a screen, but it wasn't a screen. Number 11, Jackson Garber, faked his block, took it down the sidelines. Grady Miller puts it on the money. That's the 2nd touchdown tonight for Jackson Garber. And another big play for that Garaway offense in that passing game.
Yeah, he is now tied with Micah Yoder for team lead, each with 6 touchdowns this season.
That defensive back for Indian Valley really bit up hard on that screen pass.
Thomas Grimm, extra point, up, and he missed it off to the right. No good. 6.5 to go in the first half. We're going to take a timeout on the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard. Indian Valley leads by 8 on Big Time Sports. About 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Garaway on the board, and they've cut the Indian Valley lead to just 8, 20-12.
Yeah, looking at a couple of stats here now for Garaway. Grady Miller, the quarterback, 4 of 7 for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. Matthew Fry on the ground has 5 carries for 71 yards. It's a 14-yard average. So Garaway is right back in this football game. Now it's up to their defense to come up with a big stop.
Let's see how they handle this Indian Valley offense. Glad you're with us here tonight on Big Time Sports. Thomas Grimm ready to kick it away for Garaway. That is caught at the 35 and returned to the 40 by Reese St. Clair. That was an aggressive effort to catch that ball in flight, and then about a 5-yard return out to the 40.
Good field position to start this series here for the Indian Valley offense. Nice job by Reese St. Clair coming up and catching that football.
Really important drive here for both these teams. Can Garaway's defense come up with a stop? It's not been easy. First and 10 at the 40. This is a direct snap to Kinsey. Kinsey stacked up and knocked down. Looked like he might have been hit initially by defensive end Colson Keller, number 68, and then he had some help.
Second down and 8.
Not too many people bring Kinsey down one-on-one, do they?
No, but Colson Keller is an excellent football player at 6'3", 250, and a senior. He's made a few tackles along that defensive front for Garaway already tonight.
He is tied for the lead, 3 sacks, along with Wyatt Gordon. There is a pass play, and enough for a first down to Hostetler to the Garaway 49. There's 2 flags on the play, however.
Actually, there's 3 flags
yeah?
out there now. 3 flags.
You gonna raise me one?
I'll raise you. I'll raise you 1 flag, and I'll say that Coach Wallach probably was over there chirping in the officials' ears, trying to get them to throw that flag. And when 3 of them throw it, I'm sure there was probably an infraction over there on the Garaway sideline.
Holding penalty, moves the ball back to the 36. It'll be second down and 14.
Another quick pass for Indian Valley that was going to be successful had it not been for the illegal block.
Indian Valley has 2 timeouts to work with. Garaway all 3. And it's going to be Williams. He's going to throw, has a man wide open. That's Pacine. And he is into Garaway territory down near the 45. A first down.
Indian Valley going to the counter boot. You see Rowan Pacine lined up at the wing back on the left-hand side. Ran across behind the offensive lineman and into the flats. Riker Williams tucked it. The defensive outside linebacker came up. Riker Williams threw it over his head to Pacine for the first down.
At the 45 of Garaway, Kinsey. Kinsey breaks a couple tackles, picks up 5 to the 40-yard line.
What makes Kinsey so tough, a lot of times it looked like he's going to just have a 2 or 3 yard gain. He falls forward for a couple extra yards. So instead of 2nd and 7 or 8, it's 2nd and 5.
That is so true.
Always leaning forward.
He's one of the best at that. Now they'll bring the fullback in, Barr, in front of Kinsey. Give to Kinsey straight ahead. Couple more tough yards. Close to the 37.
Again, some hard hitting going on inside.
Yeah.
These inside running plays.
3rd and 2. Ball is at the 37 of Garaway. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. Running clock here in the first half. Williams tosses in the air. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Rowan Pacine near that Garaway sideline. It brings up 4th down.
Another formation, another look for Indian Valley. This time they were 2 tight ends with 2 flankers. Riker Williams put the ball into Kinsey's belly. We had pulling guards, some false keys. Just trying to throw out into the flat to Pacine. Couldn't connect.
They'll go for it here, 4th and 2. Quickly up to the line. Tried to draw Garaway off. Nothing doing that time. Play clock at 4. Williams just got it off. Give to Kinsey. Kinsey's got the first down as he sweeps left side and more, a whole lot more, as Kinsey gets down near the Garaway 25.
Tackled by number 56, Brian Akers.
This play had disaster written all over it. Probably was a penalty on Indian Valley. They weren't set.
It didn't look like they were set.
No, they came out. The play clock was running out. When all else fails, just give the ball to 22 and tell them to run the football. And that's exactly what he did.
First down at the Garaway 26. 3.5 minutes to go, first half. Braves on the march. High snap. Williams throws right side, caught. Hostetler breaks a couple tackles, falls forward, close to the 20.
20-yard line. Second down and 4.
It's going to be a pickup of 6 yards at the 21.
Another one of those easy, short passes for Indian Valley. Just throw the ball out there to Hostetler. As mentioned earlier, was a really good athlete in track, so throw it out there and let him make some plays.
It's going to be a gain of 5, so it's 2nd and 5 at the 21. Williams toss Kinsey left side. Following a block. Kinsey turns the corner. Flag comes in from the secondary as Kinsey takes it down near the 10. It's a first down, but let's see what the penalty is.
I don't know if we're going to get the replay on that, but if not, the fullback, Bradley Barr, had a really nice lead block on that play.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Show you the replay. Top of the screen.
18 for Indian Valley. He's the fullback. Leading through, throwing a nice block for Grady Kinsey.
1st and goal at the 5. Williams straight ahead. Riker Williams cut down near the 2. 3-yard gain on 1st down.
Tackling efforts led by number 64, Dylan King.
Indian Valley going with a quarterback run that time with Riker Williams.
2nd and goal.
A couple of options down here on the goal line. Option 1, 22. Option 2 would be Riker Williams. We'll see who touches the ball here on this play.
Ball is at the 2. Give to Kinsey. Kinsey straight ahead. Touchdown!
Kinsey gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Braves!
His 4th touchdown here in the first half. 1:43 to go. Indian Valley now up 26-12. Big play replay brought to you by Domino's.
Right guard and right tackle. That's number 52, Titan Peterman, and 75, Brogan Wilson are pulling to their left. Leading through the hole for tailback Grady Kinsey, who scores his 4th touchdown on the night.
James point after try may have been partially blocked and comes up short. 26-12 our score. 1:43 to go here in the first half of play. Don't forget, here on Big Time Sports, we have an outstanding fall schedule. And you can see our complete sports schedule by going to BigTimeSportsOhio.com. That's BigTimeSportsOhio.com/schedule. We encourage you to like, follow, subscribe Big Time Sports Ohio on Facebook, on X, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Again, check out our schedule on BigTimeSportsOhio.com.
With 1:43 left before halftime, Garaway is going to do their best to get this ball in the end zone because Indian Valley will receive a second half kickoff. They need to try and keep this thing to a one-score game. If it gets up to a 3 or 4 score game, it's rather difficult to catch back up with these Indian Valley Braves.
This Indian Valley defense has certainly been tested. They came into tonight's game giving up about 11.5 points per contest. They've given up 12 here in the first half to this Garaway offense.
Garaway's offense has done a nice job tonight. They've been able to find some room with the running game. Quarterback Miller's been able to find some receivers. Had a big drop in one of the series, but he's found Garber twice for touchdowns.
Short end over end kick fielded near the 15 by Fry. And Fry with a decent return, still fighting for yardage, and then finally knocked down. The officials did not blow the whistle right away, and Fry continued to fight for yardage. Coming up at the half, it's the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show featuring a look back at the first half, some halftime statistics, and a preview of the second half. All coming up at the halftime, brought to you by Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Garaway's offense is certainly capable of moving the ball 73 yards. They have 1:35. They have all their timeouts.
Garaway led by sophomore quarterback Grady Miller. Miller going to keep. Straight ahead. And a short gain.
Grady Miller, the ball carrier.
A yard, maybe
About
two.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Start this series with a quarterback counter. Try and pick up some yards on the ground.
Greg, I was also wondering maybe that Matt Lancaster might use his timeout to try to get the ball back.
He could, depending on what happens here on this play.
Second down and 8. Miller rolling, throwing, catch is made. And spinning out of a would-be tackler and then being jammed out of bounds. And now a flag comes in. I believe that was Micah Yoder with the reception.
That was the play that Garaway ran for the touchdown, except they didn't throw the screen pass. The inside receiver continued down the line of scrimmage for the touchdown. This time they came back with the screen to Yoder. Looked like probably a little extracurricular shoving out of bounds on that one.
Yep, it's going to cost the Braves 15 yards. Takes the ball out to the 46. Just under a minute to go here in the first half. Empty backfield again. Quick throw right side. Yoder cutting inside. Yoder. And he is all the way down near the Garaway 40. That's another first down. Clock stops. And then restarts. From the 41. Ball in the air down the sideline. Man is open and off his fingertips. Micah Yoder got behind the defensive back and nearly brought that in.
He was wide open. He ran a double move up there at the top of the screen. Grady Miller just underthrew him by a hair. One thing Garaway's doing, they're moving the pocket. And if Miller is staying in the pocket, he's getting rid of the football really quickly before those pass rushers from Indian Valley can get to him.
Second and 10 at the Indian Valley 41. And Miller rolling left. Lets it go to Fry. And Kinsey brings Fry down after a short gain. Here's a timeout.
Third down.
Timeout taken by Garaway.
As I just mentioned, Garaway rolling the pocket this time, getting a nice easy pass out into the flats, but Grady Kinsey this time showing off his defensive skills.
Grady Kinsey, inside linebacker. First on the team, came in with 30 tackles. Does it on both sides of the ball, doesn't he?
He sure does. If you're wondering why some of these stats don't seem to be 30 tackles in 5 games or whatever, a lot of these guys from Indian Valley have barely played. I mean, there's a couple games where they only play a quarter, maybe a quarter and a half.
Yeah.
Of course, the one game got canceled, so it's been 6 weeks since Indian Valley starters have had to play a full game. So it's hard to get a lot of stats when you're up by 50 points all the time. You don't want to run the score up, so you let the backups in, and you just don't get the stats that maybe you would normally get. But it's looking like tonight's going to be a 4-quarter contest.
Garaway, 3rd and 8 at the Braves 39. Fry is talking to the official. Not sure what was going on there. They've changed the game clock to 35 seconds now. I didn't see what was it before? Oh,
A little bit less, yeah, a little bit less than
put
35
a couple
seconds.
seconds back on then. Okay. From the 39, Miller. Chased. And he is, did they blow the whistle? Yes, they did. He got away, but not
Titan Peterman on the sack.
from Titan Peterman. Gets credit for the sack.
Coach Wallach is going to have an interesting decision here. We're going to see this replay here, the Mountain Hope defensive replay here. Hats off to the Indian Valley secondary. Everybody was covered. Miller got great pass protection until Peterman finally wrapped him up.
Well, Coach Wallach did call his timeout. Fans down in front of us not happy with where the officials spotted that ball after the sack.
I was starting to say that Coach Wallach has an interesting decision here. There's 20 seconds left. It's 4th down.
Right.
If they don't pick it up, you can hand the ball off to Mr. Kinsey. He can go 55 yards rather easily. So we're going back up to 22 seconds.
And that was Garaway's second timeout. The scoreboard's still showing they have 2 left.
A lot of confusion going on here right now, but you know, I don't envy Coach Wallach because it's 4th and 14, so that's tough to pick up in itself.
Right.
You don't really want to give Kinsey 2 or 3 carries from here.
No.
So you might see a punt here, but it looks like they're gonna. I don't see Grimm the punter, so how about a trick? How about a trick formation?
Look at this. 4th and 14, and now timeout taken by Coach Matt Lancaster and Indian Valley.
Garaway's got a lot of these up their sleeve.
Oh, I wanted to see what they were going to run.
Yeah, right. I don't know if we'll see it again, but against Norwayne, they lined up for their final extra point, down 1 point with under a minute left, and ran a trick play out of a formation similar to that. It was one of the more incredible things. It was the backup quarterback ended up throwing a pass to a guy who hadn't played receiver the whole night. For right at the end of the game for 2 points, and Garaway won the game by a point. So Coach Wallach is not afraid to reach into the bag of tricks and do what it takes to win these big games.
They've also adjusted the time on the clock, as you can see on the lower left part of your screen, back to 22 seconds. Let's see if they come out in that same formation. Nope, they're going to bring in the punter, Thomas Grimm. Now, Indian Valley, are they going to send St. Clair back? Yes, they are. 4th and 14. Snap back to Grimm. He'll kick it away. That is going to roll down inside the 5. And is it stopped dead?
I think it did.
The official's right there at the 1 yard line. 12 seconds left.
I think that was number 3, Braylon Books, hustling downfield for the Garaway punt team. This is the second time they have downed the football inside the 2 yard line.
Yes, yes.
I would look for Indian Valley to try and go on 2 again, try to get Garaway to jump off sides. Otherwise, maybe Grady Kinsey will be at the fullback position so they can just dive him up in there.
Ball is inside the 1.
It's a little bit safer of a play as far as not getting tackled in the backfield. We'll see if Kinsey is the tailback or the fullback. Looks like he's the tailback.
He's the tailback. The fullback is Barr. Give to Kinsey, left side. And a short gain. Kinsey out near the 4, and that's going to do it. Clock is going to run out. A quite interesting first half of play, entertaining. Grady Kinsey with an outstanding half. We'll talk all about it coming up on the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show at the half. The Wayne Garage Store scoreboard has Indian Valley leading 26-12 over Garaway.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Unleash the champion in you at T-County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T-County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local...
It is halftime here at Indian Valley with our score. The Braves 26, the Garaway Pirates 12 on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Back with you on Big Time Sports. Our halftime show being brought to you by our good friends at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Greg, quite an interesting first half, but boy, you talk about Indian Valley's offense. You talk about Grady Kinsey.
Grady Kinsey, yeah, with 16 carries and 217 yards and 4 touchdowns, which is a 13.6 average, and he's just nearly impossible for one person to bring down. You really have to gang tackle him, and even that's a struggle sometimes.
We continue with the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show, and let's take a look at the first half numbers.
Yeah, looking at the first half numbers here, you see a lot of yards here, a lot of rushing yards for Garaway, which I think was probably the game plan. Most of these yards coming from Matthew Fry. On the other side, you have Indian Valley, of course, with 242 yards. Most of those yards coming from Grady Kinsey, the others coming from quarterback Riker Williams. Riker Williams is 9 of 11 passing for 100 yards, and quarterback Grady Miller for the sophomore for Garaway is also having a pretty nice night. You know, Garaway is one completion away from this being a one-score game. He just missed Micah Yoder right before the half, which would have narrowed the margin by 1 touchdown. First down edge goes to Indian Valley. And Garaway pretty clean as far as penalties. Indian Valley has some 15-yarders I'm sure they would like to clean up, and no turnovers so far tonight. So gives us our halftime score of 26-12 in favor of the Braves.
And looking at the second half quickly, it's going to be Indian Valley getting the opening kickoff.
Well, I look for Indian Valley to, of course, ride Grady Kinsey. That's the easy answer. But also, they're going to start. I think they're going to continue to throw these nice, short, low, easy passes that Riker Williams has been throwing to some of his outside receivers like Colt James and Rowan Pacine and Carson Hostetler. I think we'll continue to see that part of Indian Valley's offense. And for Garaway, they're going to have to come up with some defensive stops. Their offense has shown the ability to move the football. They just got to stop Kinsey in this offense.
That'll do it for the Ferris Chevrolet Toyota halftime show. Stick around. Second half kickoff coming up next, right here on Big Time Sports.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Discover the perfect blend of reliability and style in the 2024 Chevy Trailblazer at Ferris Chevrolet on the Wabash in New Philadelphia. Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hey, you guys want to practice for the golf scramble?
Right now? How?
I got an idea.
Now we know what you're doing when we can't find you. Wayne?
Looks like we have a problem.
Do you really know what's been happening on your roof? We can help. Don't risk costly damages and disruptions to your business operations. Schedule your complimentary roof assessment today.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom. Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Discover the perfect blend of reliability and style in the 2024 Chevy Trailblazer at Ferris Chevrolet on the Wabash in New Philadelphia. Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hey, you guys want to practice for the golf scramble?
Right now? How?
I got an idea.
Now we know what you're doing when we can't find you.
Wayne? Looks like we have a problem.
Do you really know what's been happening on your roof? We can help. Don't risk costly damages and disruptions to your business operations. Schedule your complimentary roof assessment today.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom. Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Discover the perfect blend of reliability and style in the 2024 Chevy Trailblazer at Ferris Chevrolet on the Wabash in New Philadelphia. Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hey, you guys want to practice for the golf scramble?
Right now? How?
I got an idea.
Now we know what you're doing when we can't find you.
Wayne? Looks like we have a problem.
Do you really know what's been happening on your roof? We can help. Don't risk costly damages and disruptions to your business operations. Schedule your complimentary roof assessment today.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom. Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
We are back here at Indian Valley, otherwise known as the Hut here in Gnaden. Dave Sheets, Greg Williams, statistician Bob Allfalter. Start of the third quarter, Indian Valley 26, Garaway 12, with Garaway set to kick off.
Right before halftime, the last play before half, number 75 for Indian Valley, Brogan Wilson, 6'2", 250-pound senior. Excellent two-way lineman for Indian Valley, went down with an injury. However, we see him with his pads on out on the sidelines with some tape around his ankle, so we'll see if he's good to go.
We are set for the second half kickoff, brought to you by Mount Hope Fence. Thanks to Mount Hope Fence, our kickoff sponsor.
Looking at Wilson right now, he's moving around pretty decent. Looks like he's getting ready to go in and play some offense here. We'll find out here momentarily.
Thomas Grimm ready to kick it away. The sophomore, end over end, deep kick. Hostetler inside the 10, 20. He's got a lane, 35-40. Midfield. And knocked out of bounds by the kicker, Grimm, but not until he takes it to the Garaway 40-yard line.
There's that track speed we've been talking about for Carson Hostetler. Got a nice head of steam, and down the Indian Valley sideline he went. Indian Valley starting this possession with excellent field position.
We're
going to say he stepped out at the 44. 1st and 10 for the Braves with great field position here. Crucial series for both teams.
Wilson is out there at his right tackle position. Good to see for Indian Valley.
Direct snap to Kinsey. Kinsey fighting for yardage. There's a perfect example. He could have lost a yard or two there, and he ends up picking up 3. Or 2, actually.
Yeah, he was hit right at the line of scrimmage by a couple of Garaway defenders, and looked like he picked up a few more yards than that, but looking up at the sticks, he only picked up 2.
2nd and 8 from the 42 of Garaway. Throw, catch made, breaking a tackle, and down near the 30-yard line. That's Rowan Pacine with the catch.
Dennis yard replay. Right before the snap, I was about ready to say, look for Indian Valley to throw the ball to Pacine at the top of the screen. He was wide open. They ran this play in the first half out of the same formation, 2 tight ends and 2 flankers. Just a quick little pass out there to Pacine. Caught the ball, moved ahead for 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 now at the Garaway 30. Opening drive, 2nd half. Indian Valley on the move. Set up by a long kickoff return. Toss out to Kinsey. Sweeping left side, Kinsey breaks 1 tackle, dives to that 1st down marker in the sideline. He's going to be short a couple of yards.
Tackled by number 22, Wyatt Gordon.
Indian Valley using the pitch play a few more times tonight than what I'm used to seeing them run. They must like what they see on the outside against the Garaway defense. Just quick pitching out to Grady, and Kinsey picking up 8 yards on 1st and 10.
2nd down and about 3 from the 23. Kinsey again out of the fullback spot this time. Awful close to that 1st down marker near the 20. Short gain. We talked about the first half that Grady Kinsey had. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we have him right now at 18 carries, 227 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Pretty good half. He has had a few yards here in the 2nd half, but he was over 200 in that 1st half.
3rd down, less than a yard at the 21. Give to Kinsey straight ahead. 1st down and more. Kinsey's loose. 5. And is he in? Yes, touchdown, Braves. Touchdown number 5 for Grady Kinsey tonight.
Domino's Pizza, big play replay. It's the counter coming back to the left side. You see the gentleman we just talked about earlier getting a little bit of an injury right before halftime. That's the right tackle, Brogan Wilson, pulling and leading through the hole on the tailback counter. Kinsey into the end zone for the 5th time tonight.
Indian Valley is going to go for 2 here from the 3. Kinsey fake, Williams rolling, looking, diving, and gets into the end zone. More like leaning than a dive, but it counts for 2 nonetheless. Thought he was going to go full body vertical there.
Yeah,
or horizontal, I should say.
Indian Valley coming back there on the 2-point conversion. We'll watch the replay right here. Riker Williams faking the ball to Grady Kinsey to the left on the counter boot. Turns his shoulders, lowers his shoulder, walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Thanks to our good friends at Dennison Yards, sponsoring all of our replays this season here on Big Time Sports. I want to thank our good friends at Krugliak, Wilkins, Griffiths, and Doherty. Are you in need of expert advice on family law and estate planning? Contact Matt Mullins at KWGD. Matt Mullins, a.k.a. the voice of Pirate football, will take care of your legal needs thanks to Krugliak, Wilkins, Griffiths, and Doherty. 9:17 to go, third quarter. A fast start for Indian Valley, and really triggered by that outstanding kickoff return by Hostetler.
Yeah, with the short field there, Kinsey taking it the rest of the way. Kinsey now 19 carries, 248 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
Kick on the ground, picked up by Fry inside the 20. Goes right side. Fry has running room. There's a flag on the play, back near the 25. That nice return looks like it's going to come back.
Looks like a crackback block on Garaway. Yep. That's something you used to be able to do up until a few years ago. If you are behind the play, you're not allowed to throw blocks anymore. It's kind of those hero blocks, those blindside blocks behind the play. Said up until a few years ago, those were legal. Now they're not. So the good field position Garaway was about to have, nullified by the penalty, and they're going all the way back. He's about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, this hurts if you're a Garaway fan.
That's like a 38-yard penalty.
Ball will be set down, as Greg mentioned, at the 12. Dave Sheets, Greg Williams, statistician Bob Allfalder with you here tonight from the hut in Janaden. Fry on the carry. I'm a Stark County guy. What am I doing here?
We got to teach these Stark County guys the proper way to say these names down here in T County.
Let's check out the replay.
Matt Fry, another nice run here. This is the inside zone. He bounces it all the way back, breaks a tackle. Good start for the Pirate offense here. Fry now with up and over 80 yards rushing on only 8 carries here tonight.
He's had a nice night too. 1st and 10. Give themselves a little breathing room out near the 25. Miller, ball in the air down the field, has a man open, it's caught! Down near the 45, and the reception made by Colson Coomerly.
Dennison yard replay. Coomerly's just going to run a go route. Miller puts it on him, but what a catch by Coomerly. Pretty decent coverage out there for Indian Valley.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's number 28 for Indian Valley with the coverage. Logan Burrier, but Coomerly with a nice catch.
And it's dropped over the middle. Micah Yoder, again, appeared to be looking ahead, took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, that's the second drop for the receivers for Garaway, uncharacteristic.
He was open.
He was. Micah Yoder's an excellent receiver, but sometimes you just don't bring him in.
2nd and 10 at the Braves, 46. Indian Valley showing blitz. And it's the quarterback, Miller straight ahead. Good fake. Kept it and picks up about 4. Ball at the 42.
That was really a great job there by Grady Miller and the interior offensive linemen. Both linebackers for Indian Valley were walked up into the gaps, the A-gaps, blitzing, which is right where Grady Miller ran. He still picked up 4 yards.
3rd and 6. And a give to Fry, and the Indian Valley defense responds. He's only going to get maybe 2 to the 44. Or a loss of 2, looks like, sorry. Mount Hope defensive replay.
Yeah, nice play there by 52. That's Peterman making the first initial hit. Gang of Indian Valley defenders swarming to the football. Bringing up 4th down for Garaway. They're going to go for it.
We'll call it 4th and 8 at the 44. Play clock is down to 7. Will they run it down and call a timeout? Play clock at 2. Play clock runs out, And it turns out, looks like they're going to give their punter 5 extra yards to work with, right?
Well, Grimm's
Oh, no.
down.
We get a timeout?
Nope. Delay a game.
Okay.
Grimm's punted the ball down inside the 5-yard line twice so far here tonight.
Yes,
so
he has.
See if he can do it a third time.
Grimm to kick it away near his 40. Reese St. Clair back near his 20. Another great kick. St. Clair on the chase, bounces inside the 5 again, at the 1 again.
Unbelievable.
That is insane. 3 kicks inside the 2-yard line tonight.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable job by Thomas Grimm, and great job by the punt team coverage down there to down that ball.
You can't do it any better than that.
When I was a 24-year-old special teams coordinator, my head coach, who was an old veteran, said, you can do whatever you want, but you have to have 2 punt returners because you never know where a high school punter is going to punt it.
That's true.
And all 3 times, Reese St. Clair hasn't been able to field the punt, and the ball has just kind of bounced down inside the 5.
That's true.
So good advice given, I guess.
Those were wise words. Give to Kinsey up in the fullback spot. He's loose, and he is all the way out near the 20-yard line. I thought he was going to bust it again.
He was awfully close.
Let's check the replay.
Kinsey's at the fullback position. They've ran this play several times, and Garaway has excellent football coaches. You know that they've coached their kids up. If Kinsey's at the fullback position, he's probably going to get the ball on the dive, and, still can't stop it.
First down and 10 at the 19. Empty backfield for quarterback Riker Williams. Toss left side, caught. 30, and out near the 35. Carson Hostetler with the catch.
Another easy pitch and catch there for Riker Williams, this time out to Hostetler. Riker Williams is 11 of 13 passing now for over 120 yards. Very efficient. Most of his passes have been very short, but guys have been wide open. That running game really opens up these easy passes for Indian Valley.
First down and 10 at the 32. Williams keeps straight ahead. Riker Williams, ball comes out. It looked like Garaway came up with it. And the Pirates are celebrating. It'll be Garaway ball. Timeout with 5:53 to go here in the third quarter. Back with more on Big Time Sports. After an Indian Valley turnover, Garaway has the football at the Braves' 46. Is that the first turnover tonight?
That is the first turnover, and that is a really big play for Garaway.
Pirates trying to claw their way back into this one. It's Fry straight ahead, a short gain. I'm impressed with Matthew Fry.
Matthew Fry's a good running back. I said we had him earlier this year versus Norwayne. He ran hard. He's a quick back, and he's a big back, 200 pounds. He gets that speed moving. He gets out in the open. He's tough to tackle. We've seen it on display a few times on kickoff returns tonight as well.
Gets a yard on that carry. 2nd and 9 at the 45. Miller, ball in the air again, has Yoder out there. Did he come down with it? He did! Down inside the 10. Somehow, Micah Yoder came up with that grab.
The Denison Yard replay at the top of the screen. Micah Yoder runs a double move, a hitch and go. He gets behind the DB there, Hostetler for Indian Valley. The safety Sinclair doesn't get over on top in time. And what a catch by Micah Yoder. Garaway's now in the diesel package inside the 10.
First and goal at the 7. Flag comes in from the near side.
Referee's counting players up right now. Thought he saw 12 out there. They're all out there counting each other up, I think.
They wave off the flag after a second look, huh? Okay.
As long as they get it right.
First and goal at the 7.
Garaway will pass out of this formation as well.
Miller up under center. Never got the ball, and about 25 flags come out.
The tailback for sure moved, and maybe a few other people as well.
False start on Garaway.
Garaway's not changing personnel, so they're going to stay in the diesel package. First and goal from the 12. He said they do have a couple pass plays out of this, so we'll keep our eye out for one of those pass plays.
From the 12. Hand off to Fry. Fry in all kinds of trouble, and the Braves come up with a stone wall there. No gain on first down.
I think 55 Brogan Wilson cleaned him up, but 55 Brogan O'Connor cleaned it up, but 75 Brogan Wilson made the initial hit at the line of scrimmage. Good gang tackling by the Indian Valley defense.
Now Garaway will go back with their traditional specialists, if you will. And they'll go empty here. They'll bring in a new running back. Number 10. And he'll get the carry straight ahead. And not much running room.
Matthew Brady off the area. Tackled by number 22, Brady Kinsey.
Looked like that was Jimenez.
It was. It was Jalen Jimenez, a 5'7" senior. Number 10 on that carry.
Garaway now third and goal from the 12. They're probably going to go to the air here twice.
Yeah, he lost a yard back to the 13 actually.
There will be no field goal attempt for sure. Garaway's already missed a couple of extra points.
Yeah, they've had trouble. From the 13, third and goal. Here comes the blitz. Over the middle, Yoder, and not able to bring it in. Incomplete. I'm going to say that maybe a Braves defender got a hand in on that one.
He may have, but that was 3 times the same route that I think Garaway could have came up with the catch, and it didn't quite haul it in.
Fourth and goal. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ball in the air and nearly intercepted and incomplete.
Brady Miller's pass is incomplete.
Kyler Vosick was in the best position to bring that one in the corner for Indian Valley. Incomplete. Ball goes back over to the Braves.
Big stand there by the Indian Valley Braves after the turnover. The fumble by Riker Williams giving Garaway possession inside of Indian Valley territory. Garaway able to drive the ball down to actually inside the 10. The penalty moved it back, and Indian Valley defense stands tall.
First and 10 at the 13 for the Braves. Direct snap, Kinsey. Straight ahead, Kinsey has running room, look out. Steps out of a would-be tackler. Another, 40. He is going to go for his 6th touchdown of the night. I'm looking at my partner, and he's just shaking his head.
You got to enjoy it while you're sitting here watching it.
Big play replay brought to you by Domino's.
Kinsey takes the direct snap, and there's not much I can say. Just watch the young man go. Breaking tackles
stiff arm
and out racing.
Another stiff arm.
Yep. outracing everybody else to the end zone. There he goes, touchdown number 6.
One of a kind.
354 yards and 5 touchdowns on the night.
My goodness.
For Mr. Kinsey.
Braves are going to go for 2. And all kinds of movement. See who they'll call will go against Indian Valley. That's one thing that Coach Lancaster will want to clean up. A lot of penalties tonight against the Braves.
Yeah, 6 penalties in that first half for 70 yards. So tack another one on here. A couple of 15-yard penalties in there as well. Not really what the coaching staff is looking for.
Ball is at the 8-yard line. Toss right side. A diving catch ruled incomplete. Really a great try there. Is that Hostetler?
That was Colt James, number 1.
Okay. Incomplete. 2-point conversion fails. But Indian Valley now leads at 40-12. About 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Want to thank our friends at Superior Insulation. For your next building project, why not work with a company that is trusted, experienced, and bonded? That company is Superior Insulation. Thanks to Superior Insulation, one of our many great sponsors who make these games possible here on Big Time Sports.
Well, we're standing up here kind of in awe, just watching Grady Kinsey run the football, running over people, through people, by people. He's a super great kid as well. He's going to the Air Force Academy after he graduates here from Indian Valley, and it's just it's a joy and a pleasure to watch this young man play football.
It really is, and credit the offensive linemen.
Absolutely.
Credit his coaches.
His fullback, tight ends, receivers.
He is certainly a strong candidate for Mr. Football here in the state of Ohio, as he was last year. Kick fielded near the 20. Collision at the 30, and then knocked down.
Fry on the return gets out to about the 31-yard line.
Is that Fry again?
Looked like maybe it was one. Yeah, it was Fry.
Okay.
No, it was number 3, Books.
Okay.
Came up with that kickoff return.
Hey, don't forget, at the end of tonight's game, we'll be announcing our Clars XL screen printing player of the game. Stick around for that. It's all part of the Altman Hospital wrap-up show.
Again, the middle and the right-hand lane will both take you to 36. Thank you.
Let's see if Garaway can get something going here on this drive.
Ball is at the 32, 1st and 10. Miller looking, throws. It is caught. And then the ball came out. Jackson Garber had it momentarily, and then the Braves made a sandwich out of him. He was the meat in the middle. Wow.
Yeah, I think that was Vosick and number 15, Brett O'Connor, I believe, out there in coverage. Garber went up high to get it. 6'2", 6'2" frame went up to get it and had it in his hands, but Indian Valley defensive backs with a hard hit to break up the completion.
Yeah, he certainly made a great effort to go up in the air and bring it down. Then he was popped. 2nd and 10. Fry. And Fry cut down. Looked like Riker Williams came in and grabbed him. And looks like a gain of a yard.
That was Riker Williams from the backside defensive end position, getting down the line of scrimmage, tripping Fry up for a really short gain.
Third and 9 for the Pirates. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Taking a long time to get this third down play call in.
Braves were up 26-12 at the half. 2 touchdowns in this third quarter. Nothing for Garaway. Catch is made, 35-40. Flag comes in. Looks like most of this run will come back. Catch was made by number 14, Trey Miller. Again, 3 flags on the field right now.
Yeah, nice catch by Miller. Some nifty running to pick up the first down, but they got one of the guys on the outside throwing an illegal block for Garaway. Grady Miller on the night, 6 of 14, 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not real efficient. He was coming in 73% completion percentage, but he does have the 156 yards.
And look how many drops tonight, though.
Yeah, 2 or 3 drops for sure.
That'll hurt.
Plus the one right before half that he just overthrew Micah Yoder. That would have been a touchdown.
So after the penalty, Pirates are looking at a 3rd and 12 from their own 30. A little more than a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Miller steps up, throws middle, almost intercepted, and there's a flag that came in. Pass was intended for Jackson Garber.
Indian Valley's not going to like this call. I think the back judge got him for pass interference.
Fans down below us don't like it either. Indian Valley approaching near 100 yards in penalties tonight.
Yeah, another 15-yarder there. Looking at
Penalty results in a first down for the Pirates.
8 penalties for 100 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45. And another flag comes in. I think this is going to go against Garaway.
And now the penalties are starting to pile up. Garaway now with 10 penalties for 76 yards.
I don't think either coaching staff is going to be happy with all the penalty yards in this one.
Nope, not tomorrow morning in the film room. They won't be.
1st and 15. Back at the 40. Miller in trouble. And he is going to be sacked and breaking through number 52. Titan Peterman came in leading the team in sacks with 4 through the first 5 games.
Peterman was the defensive end down here on the right side. And they stunted him inside of the inside gap. He got clean through, came up with another big sack. That's his 2nd sack, I think, on the night at least.
That's another Mount Hope fence defensive replay.
Indian Valley using a little tech stunt there with the outside defensive end coming inside with the defensive tackle looping to the outside.
2nd down and 20 from the 35. Handoff to Fry, and absolutely nowhere to go as this Braves defense has really stepped up here in the 3rd quarter.
That time it was 55, Brogan O'Connor breaking through and making the tackle for a loss, and Garaway's looking at 3rd down and 22 here to start the 4th quarter.
That's going to do it. The end of the 3rd here at Indian Valley on the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard. The Braves 40, the Pirates 12. The 4th quarter comes your way next. Indian Valley outscoring Garaway in that 3rd quarter 14-0, and they've broken up a rather close game at the half to a 28-point advantage now as we move to the 4th.
Yeah, Garaway now facing 3rd and 22 here. They're really behind the 8 ball right now. They really need to score a touchdown here, but if they don't pick up first down yardage or close to first down yardage here, they're probably going to have to punt again.
6 rushing touchdowns for Indian Valley star running back Grady Kinsey tonight, over 300 yards and counting, huh?
We've got him at 354, the 6 touchdowns, 17-yard average.
Left tackle moved for Garaway. That'll cost him 5 more.
In the opening, I mentioned that Indian Valley's much improved defense would be put on notice here tonight. So far, they've only given up 12 points here to Garaway's offense, explosive offense. So the Indian Valley defense is stepping up to the plate tonight.
They have. We mentioned coming in, they were giving up an average of 11 and a half. They gave up those 12 all in the first half, nothing here in the second. There's a long pass off the hands of Indian Valley's Hostetler. And that'll bring up 4th and long.
Last couple series, Garaway's offense has just kind of looked out of sorts.
Yep.
You get behind by 28 points sometimes, and sometimes things like that happen, especially when it's 3rd and 27.
Grimm will punt for Garaway. He'll kick near his 20. That's a floater towards the right side. I think that went off of a Braves player.
It sure did.
And quickly on it was Vosick.
I think it bounced off Vosick. Trying to block downfield. He did a nice job of hustling back and picking it up, though. Another big punt for Grimm, though. Oh. It's about a 50-yard punt.
Let's see where they spot this.
Came in averaging 41 yards a punt, I believe.
Close to it.
And another penalty.
Block in the back. Fourth quarter here on Big Time Sports. Dave Sheets along with Greg Williams, statistician Bob Allfalder. That's going to go all the way back to the 15.
And Grady Kinsey maybe likes these penalties. He can add extra yards onto his total for the night, maybe.
I wonder what the single game rushing record is.
Well, I think he had it last year against Garaway.
Give to Kinsey. Kinsey loose again and knocked down near the 20. It's going to be a 5 or 6 yard total.
This is certainly not a knock on the Garaway defense. They've actually at times done a nice job of stopping Kinsey. Watching Indian Valley all the way through to the state championship game, Sandusky Perkins looked like the team to beat. Nobody could beat him. He ran all over Sandusky Perkins. He does it to everybody. Yeah. So certainly not a knock on Garaway, not by any stretch of the imagination.
6 yards on that carry. 2nd and 4. Toss. Kinsey, left side, hit again, and still maybe a yard that time.
Case in point right there. Nice job by the Garaway defense.
Yep.
Corralling Kinsey into the sidelines on a pitch play.
3rd down and 3.
Third down. Call it 3 to go from the 22. Great crowd on hand here tonight at Indian Valley, both sides of the field. Garaway fans showed up loud and proud tonight as well. Give to Kinsey. Look out! Running room. Out across the 40 to the 45. That's another 20-plus yards run.
Check out the replay here, brought to you by Dennison Yard. This is the counter play. Coy Haney, the left guard, and Brogan Wilson, the left tackle, pulling right.
Great blocking.
Yep. Great blocking out there by his receiver, Colt James.
And Kinsey is going to come out of the game. They'll take him out with just under 10 minutes to go. Hand off. Ball is loose.
Fans, we have confirmed in the press box that with Grady Kinsey's last rush, he now has the single-game rushing record in Indian Valley history. Congratulations, Grady.
That was a gain of 2 yards. We just had a PA announcement saying that Grady Kinsey tonight broke the single-game rushing record. What do we have for him right now?
We have him down for 384 yards, but I believe the single-game rushing record was over 4, so we may have missed a couple yards here and there. We'll get the real stat here for you before the end of the night.
2nd and 8. This is the toss to the running back. Flag comes in. That was Reese St. Clair on the carry. But again, a flag comes in from behind the play. 2 flags, actually. Another holding penalty, Greg.
Yeah, a little sloppy. When it comes to the penalties here tonight. A couple of 100 yards in penalties. When you add them both up, or add them up for both teams.
Second down. And 18 from the 38. Hand off. That's the fullback, and look at him run. That's Bradley Barr, the 5'11 sophomore. Came into tonight's game with just 2 carries.
Yeah, Bradley Barr this time, the fullback. He's just going to take the fullback lead there. Got a nice block there from number 10, Rowan Pacine. And he shot through that hole pretty quickly. Bradley Barr played defense a lot last year. This year, he's moved into the role played by Jackson Bircher last year, fullback position.
3rd and 3 from the Garaway 47. Long count. And the handoff again is Barr. And another flag behind the play. Typically where you'd get the holding penalty.
Yep. Another holding penalty.
There's the signal. Happened to look over on the Indian Valley sideline. Brogan Wilson, the big 2-way offensive and defensive lineman, limping a little bit. He's out of the game.
Yep, I see him limping right back here on the sidelines. I think if this game was a little bit closer, he'd probably be in there, but big game next week for Indian Valley against undefeated Ridgewood, who won the night. So it's going to be 7-0 versus probably 6-0 the way things stand right now.
3rd down, 13. Empty backfield, Williams. Catch is made. 50, 45. Colt James with a nice effort, and he's going to have the 1st down.
I'm looking around for a flag, though. Do you see one?
I don't see one.
Okay, it is going to be a 1st down.
They mark it at the Garaway 43-yard line. Don't forget, we'll check the replay first.
Yeah, just a slip screen. Watch all the Indian Valley linemen. Here they come. Center, left guard, right guard, getting out in front, throwing blocks for Colt James, who breaks a couple of tackles and dives across the sticks for a 1st down.
Want to remind you, at the end of tonight's game, it's the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. We'll have all the final stats for you. And we'll also be announcing our Clar's XL screen printing player of the game. This is Reese St. Clair on the handoff, crosses the 40, down close to the 35.
St. Clair doesn't move too bad out there.
No.
Back up, tail back. Looks like Indian Valley's going to make some wholesale changes coming out of the timeout.
All right, under 7 minutes to go here in the 4th. Back after these messages on Big Time Sports. Back here at Indian Valley. Braves on top, 40-12. And it's time to bring you our Dover Dental Group fan cam. As you can see, some of the youngsters flipping the water bottle up and having it land right side up. That's exciting, isn't it?
I remember those days being a youngster going to the football games and riding home, and you have to ask your parents, who won the football game? We were too busy having fun, throwing water bottles. And
thank you to the Dover Dental Group sponsoring our fan cam here tonight. New offense on the field for the Braves on 2nd and 3. And a carry for a yard to the 35.
Tackled by number 66.
Number 21 on that carry.
Fans, a reminder when exiting
that is Raymond Bodie, a 5'4" sophomore.
Does not matter which lane you get in. Both will take you to 36. Thank you.
So 3rd and 2 from the 35 of Garaway.
Well, Indian Valley played their starters for 3.5 quarters tonight. Not quite the full 4 quarters, but pretty close.
Yeah, we remember that was one of your keys in our pregame show, keys to the game.
Yep.
Another running back and breaking through. Good yardage all the way down near the 20. Number 2, Bronco Braun, 5'5" junior. That's a great first name for a football player.
It sure
Bronco.
Is. Yeah, nice run here by Bronco.
Ride the Bronco.
Absolutely. Running the tailback ISO, hitting the hole.
Love that.
Yeah, picking up big yards there. Nice job by Mr. Braun.
Looks like Garaway may have gone to many of their second teamers, possibly. 1st and 10 at the 20. Straight ahead. I believe that was. Is that Bodie again? Quarterback out there is number 17, Jeter Bolin. He's a freshman.
Yeah, that was 21, the tailback, Bodie. Bodie Raymond.
Looks like Raymond and Braun are rotating at tailback.
Yep, Braun back in at the tailback. Number 2, you see him in the screen.
Under 5 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 6 from the 16. Straight ahead and stacked up and pushed back is Bronco Braun. No gain.
3rd down for the Braves.
My coaching days at Sandy Valley, we ran into a team called Kirtland. Most people know about Kirtland.
Yep.
And, we'd watch films, and their backups were always in by the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter. And, that's a major advantage because you have a whole group of kids who have all this varsity experience playing on Friday nights.
Yep.
So when it's their turn, the lights aren't too bright for them. They've already been out there.
You're right. 3rd and 6. Give to Bodie. He has stood up and dragged down. Going to give him forward progress to the 14. It'll be 4th down and 4. Under 4 minutes to go.
Good tough run there by Bodie Raymond. Nice job by the Garaway defense, though, keeping him short of the 1st and 10.
On 4th down, they'll give it to the up back this time. That's good yardage down near the 5 on the carry. Caleb Reesner, he's a 5'9" junior, number 7.
Yeah,
1st and goal.
Saw that same play several times tonight with Grady Kinsey at the fullback position, just diving it off guard. Nice job by Reesner picking up the 1st and 10 for Indian Valley.
1st and goal, ball's at the 6. A little more than 3 minutes to go. Altman Hospital wrap-up show at the end of this one. Hope you'll stick around for that.
Looks like Indian Valley is just going to be content with the 40-12 score and take some knees here.
Yeah, that's the quarterback, Jeter Bolin.
Sign of respect for the opponent, I guess. No need to put another one in the end zone.
Bolin is listed at 5'11" and a freshman. Second down. And he takes another knee as the play clock was about to run out.
Third down.
So this win tonight for Indian Valley sets up a battle of the unbeatens next week. Right?
Yeah, next week with Ridgewood. Ridgewood with a big win tonight against Sandy Valley, 48-7. And Indian Valley's going to come away with a victory here tonight. So next week we will be right back here. I will be with a mystery play-by-play person as Dave is going on vacation up the coast of Maine next week.
That'll be fun.
I'm going to try to convince him to stay at home. Can I do it?
Clock running under a minute and a half now.
Was in his contract. 1 week off for vacation.
Yeah, you know, working with you is strenuous. I need a break.
Hey, I bought you a steak tonight, Dave. Watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to start calling you Mr. John D. Rockefeller. Look at you. We did have a great pregame meal, didn't we? Fourth down, there's another knee.
Yeah.
And the ball will go over to Garaway.
The Old Town Tavern down in Tuscarawas. Do you know how to say that name correctly?
Tusky.
There you go.
Well, the Tuscarawas River runs through my hometown. So
yeah.
I've known that one since I was a little tyke. Ball is spotted at the 10.
Janayton, that's the one we'll work on for next
Janayton.
time. Yep.
I thought I had it, and then I didn't.
Garaway's going to return and take knees as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look for another big crowd next week. Ridgewood, West Lafayette, not too far away. They're going to bring a big throng of fans with them.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see if they can slow down this Braves attack next week.
Takes another knee, and that is going to be the final play.
Your final score, Indian Valley 40, Garaway 12.
It's a convincing victory here tonight for the home team, the Indian Valley Braves. They go to 6-0 on the season. Meanwhile, Garaway will fall to 5-2 after tonight's loss. Final seconds ticking down. Indian Valley wins it 40-12 on the Wayne Garage Store scoreboard. When we come back, we will have the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. Stay with us here on Big Time Sports.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom. Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations. Security, style, and serenity, we have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence. Your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Back here at Indian Valley where you see the final score, the Braves 40, Garaway 12 on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Welcome in to the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. The Indian Valley Braves with a convincing win keep their perfect season alive. They are 6-0 on the year now, while the Garaway Pirates fall to 5-2. We continue with the Altman Hospital wrap-up show, and Greg, it was a record-setting night for the outstanding running back of the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, it sure was. Grady Kinsey, 24 carries officially, 388 yards and 6 touchdowns. So what a night by Mr. Kinsey.
Well, it is time to take a look at our final numbers as we continue with the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. Let's take a look at some of these team stats.
Looking at the final numbers, Garaway was able to move the football on the ground in the first half, but hats off to that Indian Valley Brave defense for shutting it down in the second half. Garaway only able to muster out 81 yards on the ground, whereas on the other hand, just what you would expect with Indian Valley running the football. 463 total yards with Grady Kinsey coming up with 388 of those yards. First downs, the advantage goes to the Indian Valley Braves, 19-8. A lot of penalties tonight, especially in that second half. We had 20 penalties, and each one of those penalties had about 3 flags out on the field too. Kind of slowed the game down a little bit. Pretty clean as far as turnovers, just the one fumble for Indian Valley. Garaway did not turn the ball over. Our final score tonight, Indian Valley 40 and Garaway 12.
I want to thank our statistician, Bob Allfalder, for his fine work tonight, getting all of those numbers taken care of. We continue with the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. Time to announce our Clars XL screen printing player of the game. Normally, it's a no-brainer. It's Grady Kinsey, but tonight we've got a special situation.
Well, there's guys up front who have to block for the Stars, and the star is Grady Kinsey and Riker Williams. So we are going to go tonight with we're going to go outside the box a little bit, and we are going to pick number 71, Coy Haney.
Coy's situation tonight, we want to honor his family and the loss of a younger family member, right?
Yeah, Coy's younger brother, Trenton, passed away about 10 days ago, and we just want to honor the family and go ahead and give Coy the player again, and it's well deserved too, because he's up there, he's blocking, he doesn't get his name in the paper, and
Yep.
Congratulations to the young man and condolences to the family from Big Time Sports.
Yep, Trent lost his battle. He's 14. He'd been fighting cancer for about 5 years, we were told. So, again, congratulations. Our player of the game, brought to you by Clar's XL Screen Printing, goes to Coy Haney and the Haney family. That is going to wrap things up here tonight, the Altman Hospital wrap-up show. Thanks to my partner, Greg Williams, our statistician, Bob Allfalder, our great crew here on Big Time Sports tonight. Our final score on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard, Indian Valley 40, Garaway 12. Have a great weekend.